My name is Lauren Mitchell. I'm 33 years old and I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. My sister has always been the golden child, and I've always been the jealous one. That's what my parents called me the day I warned her about her fiancé. Jealous, bitter, attention-seeking. So I stopped arguing. I showed up to the wedding in a navy blue dress, smiled for the pictures, said nothing, until the back doors opened, and the entire room went silent. Before I continue, subscribe and tell me where you're watching from and what time it is there. I read every comment. My sister, Madeline Mitchell, 29, perfect grades, cheer captain, engaged by 28. My parents' pride and joy. I was the practical one, corporate accountant, single, independent. Too serious, according to my mother. Madeline got applause. I got comparison. That dynamic never changed. She met Blake Harrington at a rooftop bar in uptown Charlotte. Tech sales, charming, quick smile, expensive watch, too smooth. The first time I met him, he held eye contact just a second too long. Not inappropriate. Calculated. I've worked in corporate finance long enough to recognize performance. Blake was performing. 3 months into their engagement, I ran into someone unexpected. Brianna Hayes. She asked carefully, "Is your sister still with Blake?" I said yes. Her expression changed. She dated him last year. He disappeared overnight. Later, she discovered he was seeing multiple women. At the same time, she showed me screenshots, dates, messages, timelines. One timeline overlapped with Madeline. It wasn't speculation. It was math. I asked Madeline to meet for coffee. Privately. Calmly. I showed her everything. Her hands trembled. But instead of anger at him, she turned on me. "You hate that I'm happy." My father said, "Stop sabotaging your sister." My mother said, "You've always struggled with jealousy." Jealous. That word again. Blake denied everything. Called Brianna unstable. Madeline believed him. After that, I was slowly removed. Wedding planning continued without me. Group chats went quiet. Family dinners became careful. I was still invited, but not included. That night, I made a decision. I would not argue. I would not beg. Truth has patience. 2 weeks before the wedding, Brianna called again. She wasn't upset. She was furious. Blake had messaged her. Late at night. Miss talking. Wedding invitations already printed. Time stamped. 3 days earlier. I didn't send it to Madeline. She wouldn't believe me. So I sent it to Brianna's fiancé. Because he deserved the truth too. Within 48 hours, Brianna's fiancé confronted Blake. Blake panicked. And panic makes liars careless. He tried to minimize it, but cracks had already formed. Venue: the Grand Bohemian Hotel, Charlotte. White roses, crystal chandeliers, 300 guests. Madeline glowing, Blake calm, too calm. I sat in the third row, silent, watching, waiting, because I knew something was coming. Right before the ceremony began, the back doors opened, and in walked Brianna, not alone, with her fiancé and his sister. The music stopped. The wedding coordinator froze. Guests turned. Blake's face drained of color. Brianna's fiancé spoke first. Calm, controlled. He read the message aloud. Date, time, exact words. Madeline turned to Blake. He didn't deny it. He minimized it. It didn't mean anything. Brianna stepped forward. It meant enough to risk 2 weddings. Silence. Heavy. Unforgiving. My father looked at me. Not accusing. Not angry. Just stunned. Madeline slowly stepped back. Removed her bouquet. Walked down the aisle alone. No screaming. No chaos. Just clarity. The reception never happened. The cake remained untouched. the bar unopened. For weeks, my mother avoided eye contact. Then one evening, she said quietly, "You were trying to protect her?" "Yes, I was." Madeline didn't call for a month. Then she showed up at my apartment. No makeup, no performance, just exhaustion. "I'm sorry." That was enough. I didn't celebrate. I didn't say I told you so. Because this was never about being right. It was about preventing disaster. They called me jealous. Until truth walked through those doors. Sometimes the loudest revenge is patience. There's another story waiting on your screen. I'll see you there.